What's up, boys? Taking a look at some more MLB player props in today's video. So yesterday was a great day overall. NBA, MLB, everything was great. So yesterday in the MLB video, we went 1-1, so not the greatest there. But on the Patreon, we were 4-1 yesterday. NBA video yesterday went 3-0 and was 3-1 on the Patreon. So we went very, very good yesterday for pretty much everything. For the most part, we've been 7-1 the last 2 days for the NBA on the Patreon. It's just been great. We've been killing it. If you guys are interested in joining the Patreon, though, link is in the top of the description if you guys are interested in joining. We've also had a 7-2 day and 6-3 day on the MLB Patreon. I already have a ton of plays up right now on the Patreon, so if you guys are interested in joining, go ahead and go to the description. But yeah, we're going to be talking about some player props in today's video that I'm liking on the board right now on prizepicks. You guys are already on prizepicks, man. You guys are 100% missing out. Use code DOMG. They match your first deposit 100% up to $100. Highly recommend joining. It's available in most states. So, yeah, highly recommend joining. 100% deposit match up to $100. Use my code DOMG. A bunch of you guys have been using it, and I seriously do appreciate it because it helps me out and it helps you guys out as well. So let's go ahead, though, and talk about some of these player props here. So free Discord link is also in the description. If you guys want to talk some MLB props with me or anyone else in our Discord community, go ahead and join. It's completely free to join. Go ahead. That link's in the description. So Patreon link, prizepicks link, and Discord link all are in the description. And finally, just make sure you guys like the video and subscribe. It takes like 2 seconds out of your day to go ahead and leave a like, and I seriously would appreciate it. But let's go ahead and talk about some of these here. So right on the board, we have strikeouts, first inning, runs allowed. They have these on prizepicks. You guys went up to 10 times your money, by the way. So I love how they have the first innings on here. But fantasy scores, hits and walks, total bases, runs plus RBIs, and pitching outs. They have a ton of stuff on the board. But what we're going to be talking about today, the first one here, we're going to go, I have a total base prop for you guys, a fantasy score prop, and a pitching out prop for you guys. I've been really liking the pitching outs, so I'm going to mess around with that again. It went very, very good yesterday. But let's take a look at the total base up first. This one's probably my least favorite. This one is my least favorite out of all these because it is plus odds, but I definitely still think it's a very, very, very good look. But do keep in mind this one is at plus odds right now. But it's Aaron Judge over 1.5 total bases. We're gonna take a look more into this one here. But over here on Rotowire, MLB daily lineups here, we're gonna take a look at this. So the New York Yankees here, 7:05 tonight. So 8.5 run total here, but we're looking for over 1.5 runs here from Aaron Judge. He's expected to start at second in the lineup, but you can always wait until game time to make these decisions, by the way. Watch for the starting lineup to make sure he's actually like not for some reason batting down here, because they switch the orders up all the time depending on the pitcher's handiness, obviously. So just to keep that in mind. But yeah, betting to, expected to against the Toronto Blue Jays here. Also, always take everything at your own risk. Always do your own research, all that different stuff. Don't go directly just off of what I say. I'm just showing you guys what I like. I'm not telling you guys to play anything, so do keep that in mind. But this is how he's been this season here. So we're looking for him to have at least 2 total bases, and this is what he's had for total bases here. This is on Statmuse, by the way. I went ahead and put in Aaron Judge total bases game log, and this is what came up. You can also, if you put in career at the end, you can see what he's done across his entire career. But you can take a look at the game log back in like 2021. But this is what we got here. So he's played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games this season, and is hitting 4 out of those 6. So as you can see here, so 3, 0, 2, 0, 2, and 5. He just had 5 against Toronto, and that was against who did Toronto start last night? They had a good starter in too, and yeah, they had Jose Barrios in right there. He pitched 5 innings, allowed 6 hits, and Aaron Judge definitely he had a homer on him. So was it on him? It might have been on him. I don't quite remember. I didn't take Aaron Judge last night, but anyways, we're taking a look at this game right here. So let's go ahead and yeah, against Kevin Gausman here, he's a righty. But this is what we got right here. You take a look at his game log too on Statmuse. You type in Aaron Judge game log versus Kevin Gausman. You can take a look at what he's done over his career here. And this is his total base game log just against Kevin Gausman. This isn't even in the entire game. But this is what he's done, man. I mean, 2, 1, 4, 3, and 1, and 8. So he had 2 home runs back in 2017 against Gausman. But these are all really old, obviously. 2018, 2017. I mean, they're really old, but he does have a very good history against Kevin Gausman here. But and then you have the 2016 games down here where you really didn't get a hold of him there. But he's definitely had a good look against Gausman here. But I really like Aaron Judge today to go ahead and go over 1.5 total bases. Again, this one is plus odds though. So, but I really do like this prop here for Aaron Judge. Moving on, let's take a look at one that I took yesterday, and it did hit, and I've been loving this one here. I like Chihiro Suzuki. I probably butchered that name. I'm really sorry, but Chihiro Suzuki here, over 6.5 hitter fantasy score here. You take a look here at the fantasy score game log here and what he's done this season. He's hit this in every game so far this season, and I'm liking the spot a lot once again here for Suzuki. But yeah, so this is what he's been doing, man. So 9, 11, 20, 28, and 7 here. So this is under the DK right here because hits are, well, he had a single, and that's 3 points. RBI is 2 points, so that's 5 points. And then a walk is 2 points. So he had 7 points right there. You can tell it's the same scoring. It is for here, 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 and here. But that's what they've been going off of. So I definitely do like this one to have at least 7 fantasy score. He's been killing it, man. He's also facing a... I believe he's facing a lefty, isn't he? He's a righty, so he's facing a lefty in Kyle Freeland here. And it gets even better because if you take a look at like what he's been doing home run wise, he's hit 3 home runs in 5 games here. He's playing at Coors Field. He's playing against the Rockies in Colorado. If you guys don't know, the elevation there very, very low. I think that's what they, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. The ball's pretty much just, they freaking travel at Coors Field, so. But the over-under here is 11 runs. That's insanely high. Usually games are around 8.5 is what I like to think. Around 8.5 runs. And this one's at 11. So they're expecting a lot of scoring in this game here. And Suzuki should hopefully be a part of quite a bit of those. So, and he's also facing a lefty, which typically it's better when a righty is facing a lefty or vice versa. So I like the spot a lot. He's in a great spot again to go ahead and go over his 6.5 fantasy score. This is definitely one of my favorites of the day here. Is Chihiro Suzuki over 6.5 fantasy score. All right, let's go and take a look at the final prop of the day here. Let's take a look at it pitching out here. I like Brandon Woodruff here, over 17.5. This is a very, very, very interesting one here. So it doesn't look the greatest if you just take a look at just his game log here. So we'll take a look at this game here first, though. So the Brewers game here, it's at 5:14 today. It's an 8-run over-under, so that's pretty good. It's a little bit under, about a half a run under where they usually kind of are. But right here, so Adam Wainwright versus Brandon Woodruff here going against the St. Louis Cardinals. And let's take a look more into this one. So just his game log. Yeah, just his game log here. This is what he's done. So if you don't know what pitching outs pretty much are, it's an out. So if he gets 3 outs in an inning, right, the first inning, he gets all 3 outs without getting pulled, that's 3 pitching outs. So if he pitches 6 innings, that is 18 pitching outs because 6 times 3, 18. But if he pitches 3.2, that's 3, 6, 9. And then 11 because he had 2 outs in this one. So that kind of makes sense. That might not have made too much sense, but hopefully you guys will get the hang of it if you guys are new to kind of the MLB props. But anyways, so he's hit 6 out of 10 in his last 10 games here. But what gets really, really, really interesting here is what he's done at home. And if you take a look also what he did against the Cardinals here, he has hit in 2 out of 4 in his last 4 games here. But if you take a look at kind of the trends here, his home games here, he went over in both. Away, he went under. You take a look at these games here. Away games, he went under. Home games, he went over. Home game, he went over. Home game, he went over. He's hit, this is his game log at home now. This is what he's done at home. By the way, we're looking for him to have at least 18 here, and that is 6. So 6 inning pitch equals 18 outs. And look at what he's done here. The last time he went under here was 6-5-2021 against Arizona at home. So yeah, I mean, look at what he's done, man. And then against Minnesota, he went under only twice last season at home. 12-14 he was at going over at home. I'm liking the spot a lot. He's playing at home today. So American Family Field, we'll see what he can do. I'm definitely pretty high on this one. If I found this trend here, I'm definitely liking it. I'm going to take a shot on it, man. 12 for 14 last season. That's a freaking good hit rate at home. So I like the spot a lot. Maybe you guys don't believe in the home field advantage or any of that, but yeah, to each his own, man. But I'm really liking this one for sure, for him to go ahead and go over here. He did go under, though, his first game of the season, but again, it was away at Chicago. Only pitched 3.2 innings, but again, I mean, Corbin Burns had a bad day, too, then. He bounced back last game. If you take a look at Corbin Burns' game log, he had a really good game. I believe he pitched 7 innings yesterday. But I like the spot a lot for sure for Brandon Woodruff here at home. I like the spot a lot, so should be a pretty good spot here. He's facing mostly righties as well, too. He's facing, what, 6 of them? Yeah, 6 righties. So I like the spot for sure for Brandon Woodruff here. Depends if you believe in that. Always take everything at your own risk. Always doing research, all that different stuff. But that's going to do it for today's video, man. I seriously do appreciate you guys watching. Again, go ahead and leave a like on the video and subscribe. I seriously would appreciate it. But yeah, Patreon link, Discord link, all that different stuff in the description below. And use code DOMG on prizepicks to invest your first deposit 100% up to $100. You guys can win up to 10 times your money over on prizepicks, available in most states. And yeah, let's go. Gonna go ahead and do it. Appreciate watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.